Good morning, everybody. So on today's agenda is replacing a window in our son's van. If you've watched our previous videos on building out two Sprinter vans, one of them being our son's van, we installed windows into his van, and as we said in the wrap-up of one of our videos, one of the windows had a leak. Again, it was because of the caulking gun and a faulty caulking gun, which did not create a good seal or a good bead of caulk. So today we are removing the window in the van on the driver's side, and we're going to replace it with an awning window. So here is the new awning window. We actually used piano string to remove the caulking, one being on the inside and the outside of the van, and doing a sawing motion back and forth, and got rid of all the caulk and put in this window. And we bought the awning window this way because we were concerned if we didn't get it cleaned up well enough that it would leak again. And so this comes with a self-sealing gasket on it, and there is no caulk involved. But I am going to have Bob explain the details on the window itself and how it is that we put it in the van. What are your thoughts on the installing of the window? I explained to them what we did. Unfortunately, I can't believe I didn't take any video on this. I was just so focused on getting this window out. I'm so disappointed.
Well, just to give a little bit of background for people that want to do their own windows. Number one, the reason this window leaked was because of our caulking or urethane gun. So caulking gun, it did not work correctly. Once we got the correct gun, and when we did our 2019 van, no leaks. We did our Alex's, our oldest son's, and Angela's van, and that was 8 windows and no leaks. And these windows outside of this one didn't leak. So anyway, it's not that hard to do with the urethane. They're a lot cheaper. This window's like $600-700. It's really cool because it has the awning ability, and open this up and have the vent. I mean, it's really nice actually. But just to let you know, the urethane is not that hard if you do it correctly and have the right one. And the right power gun that we used was the Ryobi from Home Depot. It was like $75 plus battery. So anyway, I wanted to say that first. Is like, this was something that would just happen with that. But anyway, the big issue here is you have to take off the original one that was on there with the urethane, and that's hard to do. So you get these handles and with piano string in between. And then one person was in here and the other person outside, just making sure it didn't scratch the outside of the van, and went around and took it off. No
back
problem.
And forth, pulling back and forth to cut through the urethane.
Yeah, so the piano string just goes back. So one person's in here with this handle.
Almost like a saw, 2-person saw.
It's a saw, definitely, with the piano string. And it just came out. Then I bought Bosch, not that it matters, except for they're usually higher quality, urethane scrapers. And we're like, hopefully these work, or we'll see what they do. No, they went down to the actual metal. I mean, not to the metal. It left the paint on. You know, I was thinking they're going to scrape it a little bit, and then we'll just paint it. No, there was no scrapes. So it took off all the urethane without any problems. So if you have a leaking window and you're like, I don't want to have to buy one of these windows for $700. No, you can use that piano string, which is, maybe $30 for that, and then get this Bosch for $35. It just took ours right off. And so if we wanted to put that original window back in, all we do is scrape it out the window also and put the urethane on, 100% it would have worked. So we did not need to do this, but Aaron wanted the vented windows anyways, so we did it. This just clamps together, and so you have caulking on the outside of the main window itself, and then you have this trim piece that goes inside, and this just sandwiches it nicely in there. So it can't leak. I don't know how it would actually leak because the water is coming down from the outside. There's a lip in here, so it would not. It's almost impossible, but it has a caulking seal also.
A rubber caulking seal.
Yeah, on the actual
window
frame of this whole window, and then this is on the inside. And then you just go around and slowly bring these down, and then they cinch all the way up to the actual window itself.
They pull the exterior window in onto the framing on the inside.
Yeah. So what I love about the window is we now in our current van we put vents in the windows, in the front windows. Works great. This is super easy. You just open these up and go. What I don't like is now my window is smaller. So,
but not much. I mean, really, it actually looks nice.
It looks good, and I think it feels more like a house in here this way, or more like a living quarters, because you can actually open out to the outside without having to open a door.
Right.
So it does feel a little bit more homey, I guess. So I like that. But it's a nice product. It went in really super easy, actually. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, like I said, is just know that you can pull off your urethane windows and
clean them up and put them back in.
Put them back on.
Yeah.
So we could have done that. I'm glad we didn't, because he wanted this one.
So this window actually worked out great. It really, in total, took us about how long?
A couple hours.
2 hours to actually take it out and reinstall, and super easy project.
No stress, easy. Yeah. And now it's framed out, which is nice too. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it looks really nice with the framing. Really, we don't have to finish it with the rubber like we have to on the other windows. So, good project.
And then from the outside, it first looked like it was going to be gapped out, but it just pulls in. And now it looks just like the other windows. Obviously, it has a break in it, but as far as, being flush, it's perfect.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you what the outside looks like. So here's the outside of the window of the van, the window that we installed today. It's nice and flush with all the other windows. There's no big gap. And then you can see that there's a split in the window, and that's part of the flip out of the glass itself, but it looks really great on the van. There's no difference in it at all.
These are CLR windows, or CRL, I guess. Yeah, CRL windows, not that it matters, but they're well known out there. But just to give not a plug, we're not sponsored by anybody, but Van Windows Direct is where we got these from. We got our 2019 windows from them. We got Alex and Angela's windows from them. They shipped the first one, and it came with these broke.
Oh, right.
I mean, because of shipping, they broke them. And I emailed them, and they said just send us a few pictures, and they shipped out another one.
Yeah.
Super easy. So anyway, recommend those guys because they're fairly cheap, and they ship fairly fast. I mean, if you want it right away, right now, it's not happening. But we have another full set of windows heading in Arizona right now that shipped out like a week after I ordered. So they're good.
So that is it for installing the new window on Aaron's van and removing the old one. If you guys have any questions, hit us up and hopefully we can help answer those questions. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next project. So here is the new video.